The mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It shapes your reality, determines your reactions, and influences the path you walk in life. The teachings of the Shaolin remind us that the mind is both a garden and a gardener. It grows what you plant, nurtures what you water, and can transform completely when cared for with intention. Many of us underestimate the incredible capacity of our minds, thinking that we are bound by habits, circumstances, or fears. But the truth is this: the mind is like a flowing river, always moving, always changing, and always capable of carving new paths. Imagine for a moment that you hold the key to rewiring your mind, reshaping how you think, and breaking free from patterns that no longer serve you. That key lies in discipline and focus. Shaolin monks understood this long before science confirmed it. Neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to rewire itself, is not a new idea in the modern sense. But for the Shaolin, this idea lived in practice. Through years of training, meditation, and reflection, they knew the mind was pliable, and with the right approach, it could be molded to achieve anything. But here's the thing: it doesn't take years to begin this transformation. It begins with a single step, a single moment of clarity, and a single decision to align your thoughts with your intentions. The Shaolin teach that the mind is most vulnerable to change when we are fully present. Presence is the doorway to awareness, and awareness is the seed of transformation. Without awareness, we drift, consumed by distractions and emotional storms. But with it, we stand still, unshaken, capable of seeing the bigger picture and finding peace even in chaos. Consider the mind as a field of untamed energy. Without focus, this energy scatters in all directions, accomplishing little. But with focus, laser sharp and intentional, it becomes a force capable of extraordinary feats. The Shaolin approach trains this focus through movement, breath, and mindfulness. Every punch, every kick, every stretch is more than a physical act. It is a declaration of presence, a practice of unity between thought and action. Modern science now tells us what the Shaolin have always practiced. When you intentionally focus on a new thought or habit, neurons in your brain form new connections. The more you practice, the stronger those connections become. In just 24 hours, you can begin to change the way your brain functions by redirecting your energy toward what serves you. The key is consistency within that short window, choosing to fully embrace the practice, even if just for a day. If you've ever felt trapped by negative thoughts, limited by doubt, or held back by fear, let me tell you this: you are not your past, your habits, or even your thoughts. You are the one who observes them, the one who can decide here and now to plant a different seed. As you step into this practice, know that it is not about perfection. It's about presence. You don't need to master the mind overnight. You only need to decide to begin, to trust the process, and to keep returning to your purpose moment by moment. And in doing so, you unlock a truth the Shaolin have known for centuries, that the mind, when trained, becomes limitless. There's a profound wisdom in the connection between the mind and the body, a relationship that often goes unnoticed in the rush of daily life. The Shaolin teachings show us that the body is not just a vessel to carry the mind. It is a mirror, a reflection of our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When your mind is scattered, your body follows suit. Tension builds, energy wanes, and you feel out of balance. But when the mind and body are in harmony, something extraordinary happens. You tap into a state of flow where clarity, strength, and purpose converge. This principle isn't just philosophical, it's deeply practical. Imagine a monk standing in meditation, perfectly still, or moving through a series of forms with grace and precision. Every movement is intentional, every breath aligned. This is not simply a practice of physical discipline. It is a unification of the internal and external, a dance between thought and action. And what's remarkable is that this harmony is available to each of us, no matter where we begin. The body listens to the mind, and the mind in turn is influenced by the body. When you move with purpose, when you breathe with awareness, you are sending signals that shape your mental state. For instance, controlled, steady breathing doesn't just calm the nervous system, it also quiets the noise in your mind, allowing you to focus. When your posture is upright and strong, your mind adopts that same resilience. This is the essence of the mind-body connection. What you cultivate in one, you cultivate in the other. In the Shaolin tradition, movement is meditation. A simple punch or kick isn't just a physical act. It's an opportunity to center the mind, to channel your energy in a deliberate way. Even the most basic forms are infused with meaning. The muscles and tendons are strengthened, but so too are focus, discipline, and determination. This is why physical training is not merely about physical strength. It is about forging an unbreakable connection between the mind and the body, a connection that allows you to face challenges with poise and resilience. Think about how often we separate the two. We treat the body as an afterthought, something to be fed, rested, or exercised only when convenient. We allow the mind to spiral into distractions, leaving the body tense and neglected. But the Shaolin remind us that this separation is an illusion. When you treat the body as sacred, you awaken the mind. And when you discipline the mind, the body responds in kind. You don't need to be a monk to experience this connection. It can begin with something as simple as mindful breathing or a slow stretch in the morning. Feel each movement fully, notice how your breath flows in and out, and observe the stillness that follows. In those moments, you are practicing what the Shaolin have practiced for centuries, grounding yourself in the present, aligning your thoughts and actions, and fostering a state of wholeness. The mind-body connection is not just about achieving balance. It's about unlocking your full potential. When the two work as one, you move through life with a sense of ease and confidence. You respond to challenges rather than react. You find strength where once there was doubt, and you realize that every step, every breath is an opportunity to grow. So, let us not underestimate the power of this connection. It is the bridge between intention and action, between thought and reality. And once you strengthen it, you discover the limitless capacity within you to adapt, to overcome, and to thrive. The beauty of transformation lies in its simplicity. You don't need a lifetime to begin rewiring your mind. You need only a single day, a span of 4 hours. The Shaolin approach teaches us that profound change doesn't come from complexity or excess. It comes from intention, discipline, and a focused commitment to the present moment. A single day of deliberate practice can become a powerful catalyst, setting the tone for a lifetime of growth. In the Shaolin tradition, every moment has a purpose. From the time a monk rises before dawn to the time they rest at night, their actions are infused with mindfulness. This practice is not about adding more to an already full life. It is about removing distractions and focusing entirely on what matters most. Imagine dedicating just one day to aligning your thoughts, actions, and energy with your highest potential. Imagine what could unfold if you allowed yourself to be fully present, fully engaged, and fully alive for those 24 hours. The key is structure. Start your day early, as the morning is when the mind is most receptive and the world is quiet. Begin with your breath, simple, deep, and intentional. This is not just an exercise for the lungs. It is a way to center yourself and connect with your inner energy. From there, set your intention for the day. What is it that you want to cultivate? Perhaps it's clarity, focus, or resilience. Write it down, say it out loud, and carry it with you like a guiding light. As the day unfolds, integrate movement into your practice. This doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be a series of slow, mindful stretches or a walk with awareness of every step. The purpose of this movement is to awaken the body and align it with the mind. Pay attention to how your body feels. Each muscle, each sensation. Let this connection remind you of your strength and your presence. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness in everything you do. When you eat, taste each bite fully, appreciating the nourishment it provides. When you work, give your full attention to the task at hand, no matter how small it may seem. And when distractions arise, and they will, acknowledge them, but gently bring your focus back to your purpose. This is the practicing returning again and again to the present moment. You might find moments of challenge where old habits try to pull you away. This is natural. The mind resists change because it craves familiarity. But remember, transformation is not about never faltering. It's about choosing to stand up each time you do. With each act of focus, you strengthen the neural pathways that lead to clarity and resilience. By the end of the day, you'll notice a shift, not just in how you think, but in how you feel, how you move, and how you respond to the world around you. The beauty of this practice is that it doesn't end when the day is over. That single day becomes a blueprint, a reminder that you are capable of living with intention and purpose. The 24 hours you dedicate are not a one-time event. They are a glimpse into the life you can create. So take this day as an invitation to slow down, to simplify, and to connect deeply with yourself. An invitation to discover that within 24 hours, you can begin to rewire your mind, awaken your potential, and step into a life of greater clarity and balance. This is your moment to begin. There is a force that flows within all of us, unseen but undeniably powerful. The Shaolin referred to it as Qi, the vital energy that sustains life and fuels every thought, every movement, every emotion. Qi is not bound by time or space. It exists within you, around you, and through you. When you learn to harness this energy, you unlock a source of vitality and clarity that can transform not only your mind, but your entire being. The concept of Q might feel abstract at first, but it is anything but. You've experienced it without even realizing it. Think about the moments when you felt truly alive. Those rare instances of deep focus, when your mind is sharp, your body feels weightless, and everything seems to flow effortlessly. That is Qi in motion, your life energy fully aligned and unhindered. But too often, this energy becomes blocked, scattered by stress, doubt, or distraction. The Shaolin teach us that by cultivating Qi, we can center ourselves, clearing the mind and igniting our inner strength. The first step to harnessing Qi is awareness. Qi flows naturally, but it can be directed and amplified through intention. Begin with the breath. Breathing is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, between the physical and the mental. When you take a deep, deliberate breath, you are not simply filling your lungs. You are inviting life energy to flow freely through your body. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel the stillness that follows. This is the starting point of connection. In the Shaolin practice, physical movement becomes a vessel for Qi. Simple, flowing movements like those in Tai Chi or Qigong are designed to open the pathways through which energy flows. Picture a stream that has been cluttered with debris. These movements are like clearing that stream, allowing the water or Qi to move effortlessly once more. When you engage in these practices, you are not just stretching or exercising, you are guiding energy, awakening dormant potential within yourself. As you cultivate this energy, you begin to notice its effects on the mind. Clarity replaces confusion, focus sharpens, and a sense of calm emerges even in moments of chaos. This is not magic. It is the result of harmonizing your internal and external energies. The Shaolin understood that the mind cannot operate at its peak when the body is tense or when energy is stagnant. By opening the flow of Qi, you create a foundation for mental vitality. But harnessing Qi is not just about movement. It's also about stillness. Meditation is a powerful tool for focusing this energy. When you sit in silence with your attention on your breath or a single point of focus, you are gathering Qi, concentrating it like sunlight through a magnifying glass. This energy, once focused, becomes a wellspring of strength and creativity. It's in this state that you can begin to rewire your mind, shifting old patterns and inviting new possibilities. Qi is not something you acquire. It is something you uncover. It has always been within you, waiting to be noticed, waiting to be nurtured. As you cultivate this energy, you begin to see life differently. Challenges become opportunities to grow, and moments of struggle become invitations to reconnect with your strength. Let this practice be a reminder you are not separate from the energy around you, you are a part of it. When you harness this flow, you align with the rhythm of life itself. And in that alignment, you find not only clarity and focus, but also the limitless potential of your mind and spirit. The energy you seek is already within you. All you need to do is awaken it. In the stillness of the mind lies the key to true freedom. Yet how often do we allow our thoughts to run wild, filling our minds with noise, doubt, and distraction? In today's world, the chatter of the mind can feel inescapable, a constant stream of worries, plans, and memories that pull us away from the present moment. But the Shaolin philosophy, steeped in the simplicity and depth of Zen, offers a way to quiet this noise, to find clarity in the chaos, and to experience life as it truly is. The first truth Zen teaches us is this: the mind is like a restless monkey, jumping from one branch of thought to another, endlessly seeking and never resting. But just as a monkey can be calmed with patience and understanding, so too can the mind. The noise we hear is not our enemy. It is a symptom of our disconnection from the present. By returning to the here and now, we step into a space of silence and clarity where the mind's chatter begins to fade. One of the most profound tools Zen offers is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not about emptying the mind, it is about observing it without judgment. When a thought arises, whether it is pleasant or troubling, you simply acknowledge it like a leaf floating down a stream and let it pass. You do not chase it or push it away. In this gentle act of observation, you begin to see that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them, steady and unshaken. The breath becomes an anchor in this practice, grounding you in the present moment. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and turn your attention to the rhythm of your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Each inhale brings you into the moment. Each exhale releases tension and noise. This is the essence of Zen's simplicity, presence, and connection. But mindfulness does not stop at meditation. Zen invites us to carry this awareness into every part of our lives. When you wash your hands, feel the water on your skin. When you walk, notice the ground beneath your feet. These small, everyday actions become acts of mindfulness, moments where the noise of the mind gives way to the beauty of simply being. The Shaolin approach amplifies this practice through movement. Forms and exercises are performed not with haste, but with deliberate attention. Each step, each gesture becomes a meditation, a way to unite the mind and body in harmony. As the body moves, the mind follows, shedding its distractions and finding stillness in the flow. In quieting the mind, you create space, not just for peace, but for insight. It is in the silence that clarity emerges, that solutions to problems appear without force. Noise often drowns out the wisdom within us, but Zen reminds us that everything we seek is already there, waiting for us to listen. This is not to say that life will always be quiet or that challenges will disappear. The world will continue to turn and the noise will persist. But with practice, you learn to carry a sense of calm within you, a stillness that remains untouched by the chaos outside. The noise no longer controls you. You move through it with grace like a river flowing past obstacles, steady and unstoppable. So take a moment now to pause. Feel the breath within you, the life that connects you to this moment. Know that no matter how loud the world becomes, there is a place of silence within you that no noise can reach. And in that silence, you will find your strength, your clarity, and your truth. It's incredible how much can change in a single day. We often underestimate the power of focused effort, believing transformation takes weeks, months, or even years. But the truth is, one day of dedicated practice, one day of clear intention, can create ripples that extend far beyond those 24 hours. This is the essence of the Shaolin approach, a reminder that even the smallest shift, when made with full awareness, can lead to profound outcomes. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a single purpose to dedicate yourself fully to the present moment. From the moment your eyes open, every action, thought, and breath becomes a part of this practice. The mind begins to sharpen, the body awakens, and the energy within you flows with clarity and strength. This isn't just a day. It's a turning point, a glimpse of what is possible when you align your energy with your highest intentions. In just one day, you begin to see the patterns that have held you back. Perhaps it's the constant distractions, the nagging self-doubt, or the unrelenting pace of life. But with each mindful breath, with each deliberate movement, these patterns start to loosen their grip. You realize that you are not bound by them. You have the power to choose a different path. And in choosing, you feel the weight of limitation begin to lift, replaced by a sense of freedom and possibility. This transformation is not just internal. As your mind clears and your energy aligns, you notice changes in how you move through the world. Your interactions feel more genuine, your focus more precise, and your reactions more thoughtful. It's as though the noise of the outside world begins to fade, replaced by a calm, steady rhythm that guides you forward. By the end of this day, the shift within you is undeniable. The fog of distraction has lifted, and in its place is a clarity that feels almost unfamiliar, like sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm. This is the power of a single day spent with intention. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about experiencing the potential that lies within you when you are fully present. But the true beauty of this transformation is that it doesn't end when the day is over. The outcomes you experience in these 24 hours become a foundation for the days ahead. You carry the lessons forward, the discipline, the awareness, the connection to your inner strength. And as you do, you realize that transformation is not a distant goal. It is a practice, a way of being that starts anew with each breath, each moment. Even the smallest breakthroughs can spark profound change. A moment of stillness where once there was chaos. A decision made with clarity where once there was doubt. These are the seeds of transformation planted in the soil of a single day. And when nurtured, they grow into a life of balance, purpose, and fulfillment. So take this day as a gift. Let it remind you of what is possible when you commit to living fully, without hesitation, without distraction. Let it be a testament to the power you hold to shape your own reality, starting right now. And as the sun sets on that day, let the quiet understanding settle in that the path to transformation is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about realizing the moment is already here.